You open your eyes inside a world of rust, ash, and blood. You were just 12 years old. You survived the radiation of your death world, the toxic storms, and the predators in the dark. You think the worst is behind you. You think you are strong. But as you look up at the iron sky, a shadow falls over your tribe. Titans of ceramite and bone descend from the stars. They are looking for weapons. And unfortunately for you, your DNA is a perfect match for a process that will systematically dismantle your humanity, organ by organ. Welcome to the Adeptus Astartes selection, kid. You were the fiercest warrior of your nomadic clan. But here, you were just raw, expendable soil. The Emperor's recruiters don't look for soldiers. They look for children whose bones haven't fused yet. Children whose minds can still be broken, scrubbed clean, and re-engineered. You are stripped naked, separated from the only friends you've ever known, and marched into the subterranean vaults of a moving fortress. The modification process consists of 19 separate surgeries. There are no anesthetics that can numb what comes next because your nervous system must remain awake to accept the alien tissue. First comes the osmodula. They implant a chemical controller that forces your skeleton to rapidly absorb ceramic minerals. Imagine your ribcage expanding so fast it cracks your own collarbones from the inside. Within months, your ribs don't just grow, they fuse together into a solid, bulletproof plate of bone. You can no longer breathe like a normal human. Every breath feels like a heavy iron door swinging open in your chest. Next is the biscopium, a synthetic mass inserted into your chest that unleashes a tidal wave of muscle growth hormones. Your muscle fibers thicken until they crush your internal organs. The pain is agonizing, like your flesh is constantly trying to burst through your skin. You grow to over 7 feet tall in less than a year. Your skin splits, leaving deep, bleeding streaks that are immediately cauterized by medical drones. Then, they give you a second heart, the preomner. They cut open your chest cavity, push your lungs aside, and force a secondary circulatory system into your chest. When it beats for the first time, your blood pressure spikes so violently your eyes bleed. The two hearts don't beat in sync. They fight for dominance inside your ribcage until your brain finally adapts to the double pulse. But the true nightmare is the Laramens organ. It populates your blood with artificial cells. If you get shot, your blood clots instantly, turning a deep wound into a hard plastic scab within seconds. Sounds great, right? Except it means your blood is now thick, heavy, and smells like industrial chemical waste. It burns through your veins like boiling oil, keeping your body temperature at a permanent feverish state. Of the 100 boys who entered the operating theater with you, 85 are dead. Their bodies rejected the gene seed. Some turned into mindless, mutated abominations that were quietly liquidated in the lower levels. Others simply went brain dead from the trauma. But you survived. You are now a space marine. You are wrapped in Mark 7 power armor, a multi-ton walking tank made of adamantium and ceramite. It doesn't use buttons or joysticks. It plugs directly into your spine via the black carapace, a synthetic skin implanted beneath your flesh. When someone hits your armor, you don't just hear it. Your brain registers it as physical pain on your actual skin. Your first deployment is not a glorious battle. It is a cleansing. You are dropped into an underground hive city overrun by the Tyranids, a hyper-evolved alien swarm that devours entire planets down to the bedrock. The air is thick with toxic spores that would dissolve a normal human's lungs in seconds. But your third lung, the multi-lung, filters the poison, allowing you to breathe the
And what do? You step over their writhing bodies. You use their screaming forms as cover to line up your next shot. Your emotional conditioning has completely erased empathy. You don't feel anger at the aliens. You don't feel pity for the dying humans. You feel absolutely nothing. You are a machine that consumes ammunition and spits out compliance. The war ends. The planet is saved from the Xenos threat, but it is left a radioactive graveyard. The surviving citizens look up at you, trembling in absolute terror. They don't see a savior. They see a monster wrapped in holy gold. You will never go home. You will never know the warmth of a family, the comfort of peace, or the quiet of an empty mind. You will fight for the next 300 years until a Xenos blade finally cuts through your secondary heart, or a plasma blast melts your ceramic skull. And when you die, they won't bury you. They will cut open your corpse, rip out the gene seed from your chest, wash the blood off, and shove it into another 12-year-old boy from another broken world. You are a space marine, the immortal shield of humanity. But to save mankind, you had to throw away everything that made you human.